Hello, my pack, my tribe. Well, I fucking hate Trump. I fucking hate him. I hate him more than I've ever hated anybody that I've never met personally in my entire life. The dude is, as Christopher Titus calls him, sweet potato Hitler. As I like to call him, he's the big orange dumpster fire. He is everything that is wrong with the fucking world because he is so fucking narcissistic and his followers don't even see that he doesn't give a shit about them. He could care less. All they are is a means to an end, and that would be enough. That would be enough, except for his fucking actions, his fucking bullshit is starting to affect other fucking groups and cause them to lash out, which is what we're going to be talking about today on my new show, Taking a Bite Out of Stupid. Alright, folks, my special guest today is somebody near and dear to my heart. My love, my babe.
Oh, hell. Really?
Why not just call her your wife? Because that's what she really is.
Hush out of the peanut gallery.
It's a truth.
Ashley.
Yes.
Ashley's the one that actually told me the story about what we're going to be talking today,
Still.
and it pissed me the fuck off to no end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. I live in Springfield, Ohio. That's where I originate from. Kids live a few blocks from the school that they attend to, and I'm not going to name any schools, but there was an incident about almost 2 weeks ago where sixth graders were out on the school playground, and there were African American students and white Caucasian students. The African American students were telling other students to kneel down, forcing them to kneel down on the school playground and say that Black Lives Matter. Sixth graders, you're thinking 13, 12 years old, and now it's the African Americans telling the whites to kneel down and say Black Lives Matter, pulling them and dragging them back to the playground if they would try to leave. They told them that they had to stay there and say this. And where's our teachers? They're short-staffed. Where were the teachers? They're trying to keep all this hush-hush because it was blacks versus whites instead of whites versus blacks. But they're trying to keep everything hush-hush. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
All right, hold on for 1 second. So to briefly explain this, or at least how I'm seeing it,
Yep.
before Trump, there was still racism, but it was kind of like undercurrent, right? He basically made it okay to be racist again for these white supremacist groups. So it's no surprise that a group like Black Lives Matter would do something to retaliate. So, yeah, even though it's a different group and it's not one that he associates with, I still fucking blame him. Because he started this whole fucking mess. Because he's a dumbass. And the people that follow him are even bigger dumbasses.
It's not Black Lives Matter. It's not White Lives Matter. It's all lives matter. We all matter. We all are important. But no one sees it that way.
Well, yeah, that's true. But that's not what I understand. That's not what Black Lives Matter started as. Okay, their whole mission was fairly simple. They wanted to stop police aggression and violence against black people. Period. That was their whole goal in the beginning. And then somewhere along the line, it went way off the fucking rails. And even the original like founders of Black Lives Matter have said as much.
Yep.
So basically, look, I could go into conspiracy theories about why the GOP, the Republican Party, would want to incite race riots. Because that's essentially what's happening. This is Huh?
That's pretty much.
Yeah, this is just the beginning, folks.
That's not going to get any prettier. It's going downhill. It's going downhill quick.
Yes, it is. And
We just had train derailment up in northern Ohio.
yeah,
Which is where we're originally from. Well, you guys, and then I joined later on. But
yeah. And see, the thing is if he wins again in 24, people, I want you, I don't care what side you're on. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're independent. I don't care if you're blue meanie. It doesn't make any fucking difference to me. If you're a fucking human being, you need to vote against him if he runs again in 24. Period. Period. Because I'm telling you now, if he wins, he will get exactly what he's been screaming, and there will be civil war.
it isn't going to be North versus South. It's going to be Republican versus Democrat. And whose side are you on?
Well, I mean, sort of. It's not really about Republican or Democrat, though. It's going to be Trump and Nazis versus everybody else. And this fucking evil, mutated spawn of Eric Cartman and Richie Rich ultimately will get his fucking ass kicked. But the problem is what's it going to cost? How many lives are going to get lost along the way because this guy is so fucking selfish he can't see past his own nose?
Yep.
I mean, for fuck's sake, it fucking boggles my mind that so many people actually fucking support him just because they're Republicans. One of which is somebody I know very, very well, or I'm starting to know him very well. He is a very nice man, and he's gay and married to another man, and he supports Trump. That blows my fucking mind. How can you support somebody that is trying to take away your rights?
I don't know.
Well, the answer is people just vote party. But we can't afford to do that anymore because look what's already happened. This man committed treason 4 fucking times. Least of which was January 6th, which resulted in the death of a police officer.
Oh, you stupid.
And another police officer was actually beaten with a Blue Lives Matter flag. I'm like, really? And have you seen these people? These fat fucking camo wearing wannabe fucking military motherfuckers? They wouldn't know what to do if special forces actually came down on them. They are so fucking dumb. Here's the thing too. I guess it was like 2 weeks ago. I had one of these fucktards come up and talk to me at work. Right? And I'm at work, so I can't say what I really think. You know, I've got to bite my tongue and just, okay, sir, haha, whatever. Right? And he's talking about, well, there's going to be a civil war. And we won't have to worry about illegal immigration because we'll just do like what they did in Afghanistan. And I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, like I didn't say anything. I just said, oh, okay, well, you have a nice night, sir.
You wanted to so bad.
Oh, I so fucking did. I wanted to unload on this idiot, but here's the thing. People like that are so fucking stupid, they wouldn't even get the reference if I fucking said anything.
No.
Or these guys are so fucking brainwashed by Trump that they would just go, oh, fake news. Fake news. Why? Because it didn't come from Fox? By the way, this has been proven by an independent study. And for you stupid fucking Trump motherfuckers out there, let me explain what independent study means. It means they aren't Republican and they aren't Democrat. They've got no dog in the fight. They don't give a shit. All they're doing is taking statistics. So relax. Not fake news. And what they discovered was that Fox News, the fucking mecca of news channels for fucking Trump Nazi fucking Republican douchebags, is only 17% accurate. Which means the bullshit you're listening to is the fake news, dumbass.
Question, I get to interject.
What?
Martial law, who actually ultimately has the right to bring that about?
It depends. So, it has to be okayed by the Secretary of Defense ultimately, but it's initiated by the highest level of government in the affected area. So, in other words, if let's say there was, for example, a riot in Albuquerque, the mayor would have to get the ball rolling and get approval from the governor, and then it would get kicked up to Secretary of Defense, and then military, most likely the army, would roll in and take over the government of that town.
Okay.
Now, if you're talking about like all over the United States martial law, then it has to be approved by the Secretary of Defense and the President.
I mean, if we were to go against the presidency, against Congress, and then someone decides to declare martial law because we're going against Congress, and
Won't
presidency,
happen.
Won't happen.
Won't happen. You know why it won't happen? And here's the other thing. You guys out there, you Trump fuckers, that are so in love with this fucking dude and think that he fucking does everything right, why don't you tell that to the next soldier you meet, the next real soldier from the Army or the Marine Corps or Air Force or whatever. Talk to them. And they will fucking tell you the truth. You know why? You know why they'll tell you the truth? Because this dumb fucking redheaded menace fucking called them suckers on national TV. So the military is not going to support him, even if he does win.
That's not what I meant. If they start writing.
God damn, why are you riding my ass, you bitch? You know, this dude fucking riding my ass. Seriously. Oh. I hate people.
Right.
Go around if you're in that big of a hurry.
Let me guess, it's a big truck with truck nuts.
No, it's a damn fucking black Jeep. Tinted windows.
Dumbass motherfuckers.
Oh no, it's the CIA, they're following me. Oh no, the Trump supporter.
Is he?
I don't fucking know. I can't see the back lights of it. That'd be shitty if it was. Oh, that'd be so fucking funny.
Yeah, that would be fucking hilarious, actually.
By the way, everybody, I'm driving home from work, so
Yeah.
that's why I have a little bit of road rage here.
Oh, I get road rage when I'm not even on the fucking road.
No, he gets road rage in the supermarket.
Move over, Grandma, with your stupid fucking shopping cart.
If it wasn't for being a company car, I'd still do a brake check on him, but, no, I can't do that.
Oh, why not?
It's not my car. Not my responsibility.
Alright, hold on 1 second.
You get away from me, you little dipshit SUV. It was a Jeep. Whoa! Hello, air freshener. Let's pull out in front of Ashley Day. No, thank you. It's been a heck of a day, I think. For sure.
You know what's funny is there's not an intelligence prerequisite to be Democrat or Republican or Independent or whatever, but there is an intelligence quotient required to be a member of Trump's fucking little fucking group. You have to be stupid.
And you have to be orange and you have to wear a toupee.
Because, I mean, he even said it. I love the poorly educated. You are poorly educated, you dumb fuck.
It's almost like he's running a cult.
Oh, well, that's the thing I came up with, too. If you were to look at how L. Ron Hubbard ran Scientology and compare it to how Trump ran his fucking little group while he was in office, it's exactly the same. It's like he's following a model of exactly how to get people to follow you blindly. And back to the guy that fucking talked to me at work for a second. Here's what was really sad about it, right?
Hold on.
He flat out, like, he was trying to start a conversation with me, and I just wasn't having any of it. I didn't want to get in trouble at work because
You get fired because of freedom of speech.
right. I didn't want to get in trouble at work though because I'm at work, but so I wasn't really engaging. But he came up and mentioned something about how these fucking balloons from China recently were shot down. I'm like, yeah, you know how many of them flew over while Trump was in office? He even pointed at one in a press conference and did nothing about it. That was all I said to the guy. And then he sees me again later on while I'm doing the trashes on the diesel lane at work, because I work at Pilot, by the way, and goes, well, you wouldn't trust Biden to lead us in war, would you? I'm like, dude, I don't trust anybody. He's like, well, Biden's weak, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and Trump is? What?
A bully.
He's a bully. And what are bullies? They're fucking cowards. That's why every time you stand up to a bully, they back the fuck down. Trust me, I know a little bit about that. I've been beating up on bullies my whole life. Come here, bully. I will beat you until you're right. And that's what this country needs right now. We need to beat the bully, and the bully is fucking Trump. He needs to get beaten down so badly he won't get up again.
Yeah.
He needs to know what it's like to lose everything.
No, not necessarily. What he needs to know... See, first off, the trouble with Trump from the get-go is that he's a toxic narcissist. Okay? Unless it's about him, he doesn't care. How many times in national news did he say he was the best at something? I'm the best at dealing with pandemics.
Really? Okay.
Really? What's your background, dipshit? Because you just told Dr. Fauci, the head of the CDC, to fuck off. So, what exactly makes you the expert against a guy that went to fucking CERN? And graduated fucking cum laude from Harvard Medical School. What's your medical background? Oh, that's right, none. Oh, that's not entirely true. His medical background consists of him gluing that fucking hairpiece on the top of his fucking big-ass noggin every day. I know how to use glue. Fucktards.
Well,
And the thing is like, he's so full of himself. It's ridiculous. And he's playing a dangerous game. First of all, we know that he was in bed with Putin. His whole party supports Putin. Putin, who, by the way, has lost his mind and is getting his ass kicked on the daily by a country not even a tenth of the size of his. The Ukraine is daily kicking his ass. And now he's sweating bullets because Biden just went over there.
wow.
Oh my god. Time to pay the piper.
Well, his own people are fucking trying to assassinate him. He fired 1,000 servants. 1,000 First of all, he had 1,000 personal servants.
Yeah.
Secondly, he fired 1,000 personal servants because he was worried they were going to poison him.
That's borderline crazy.
Yeah, that doesn't sound exactly like the peak of mental health to me.
Not really.
He used to be just another guy, and something happened, and he fucking snapped, and now he's in the Ukraine, or trying to be in the Ukraine, and they keep kicking him out. And here's the thing, it doesn't make any fucking sense, because he should know this. I would never mess with the Ukraine. If I was a world leader, for whatever, like, the Ukraine could do whatever the fuck it wanted, and I would not mess with them, because A, they supply like 70% of the world's wheat, and B, the Ukraine is where they used to train the Spetsnaz, Soviet Special Forces, which a good chunk of their population is made up of.
Which
Yeah.
is why he was getting...
No, thank you. That's why he's getting his ass kicked on the daily, because they know the fucking game.
It'd be like a revival of Hitler going into Jerusalem and going against the Mossad.
Well, here's the thing. It's like he doesn't see that he started a losing battle from the get-go. His own people don't... He was picking up teenagers and old men and throwing them at the Ukraine because he didn't have anybody to go there. His military is null and void, essentially. He's got all the tanks, he's got all the ships, he's got all the planes, but none of them have been kept up. He had literally they actually showed it on fucking both Fox and CNN show footage of it, of a Russian tank rolling in, and as it was rolling in, it was actually falling apart.
Oh wow. Pieces were coming off of it.
Pieces were literally coming off of this thing because nobody's upkept them.
Oh, wow.
And all of his military technology is at least 20 years old.
Or more. Think about it.
Wow.
So go ahead and launch your nukes, dumbass. Well, see how that goes when it lands right on your head.
That's what that is.
Because that's what will happen. They'll just go up and then right back down.
Yep.
6 days, 7 nights.
See ya, fucker.
Oh my god. That's why China, what was it, China or Japan scared of, what is it? The guy, North Korea, who has no aim.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like I think our system of government needs to fucking change, first off. I kind of like the idea of their government and Starship Troopers.
Okay.
Because in the movie Starship Troopers, there were civilians and there were citizens. They were two different things.
Yeah.
Only a citizen could run for public office. And in order to be a citizen, you actually had to serve in the military.
Oh. Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Here's why, though, I think
Because
it's a
they
good idea.
understand. They would understand why and how things work.
Well, yes, that. Plus, they would understand the cost of going to war, and they would have a deeper appreciation for peace. Because nobody that's ever fought in a war has ever done it because they like war.
No, you don't really like killing fellow human beings.
Well, except for insane fuckos like Putin and Trump, maybe they would do it. But for the insane people, don't start wars because they like to start wars. They start wars for a reason, usually because they think they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Or because they think they can get something out of it.
some type of change out of it.
Like Bush during, the second Iraqi war, because their family owns oil.
Okay.
Right? So look, and I'll say it again, I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm not independent even, or libertarian, or whatever the fuck you want to slap a label on it. When I vote for whoever I think is going to get the job done, period. I don't care what party they're from. And that's the way everybody should fucking be. It shouldn't be about parties. In fact, we need to do away with the party system all fucking together. And we need to make it illegal to lobby in Congress, because too many things are happening against the interests of the American people, and who are they supposed to be working for?
They're not working. They sure as hell ain't working for the goddamn people, because we're suffering out here.
Exactly. It's
Come
not.
on.
Look, I will say this for I'm not, like I said, not associated with the party, but I think Biden's actually done a great job, because since his first 18 weeks in office, employment rates went up. Inflation went up too, but inflation went up because people were actually spending money. COVID rates went down. He got over I forget what the percentage was, but it was a very high percentage of the people in the country are actually vaccinated. Right. And yeah, gas went up a little bit, but that's because he fucking threw the fucking smackdown on Saudi and said, if you don't do it, you're going to have a problem. And here's the number one thing that I love about Joe Biden. Joe Biden, 80-year-old Joe Biden, healthy as a fucking ox, by the way. He works out every day. That's not the part. The part I love about this man is he said on national news, I'm going to take Trump to the woodshed and beat him. Quote unquote.
Yeah. We can use that debate, by the way.
Joe, President Pop Pop, as Christopher Titus calls him, is a fucking badass. And I like badasses because they know what's up. And yeah, he's probably had some senior moments. Don't for a
He's 80 freaking years old. Come on.
Right, but don't think for a second that the man is weak, because he is not weak. He will throw the fucking smack down on you with a quickness. And the thing is Trump doesn't even see it. He doesn't even see it. Like I said, he can't see past his own nose, and his followers can't see past his ass. But then again, his ass is so big, nobody can see past it. Because did you see that picture they took of him golfing? And you could see the Depends on underneath his pants because he couldn't find ones that would fit.
Oh, are you serious?
Because his ass is so big.
Oh my
God.
God.
It was fucking hilarious. Hilarious, boy. Yes, sir.
Poor Nancy.
Yeah, my dog, the Nacho Boy, is freaking out because we got high winds here today, which you might hear in the background.
Our head came to death. That's all him.
It's supposed to be 30 to 60 mile an hour winds today.
Well, the thing is it's going to be even more here where we're at, because the spot we're in is like in an old river bottom.
Tundra.
And it acts like a fucking wind tunnel every time the wind blows really hard.
So you're caught in the valley.
Yeah, well, I mean, this whole area is a valley, but This area specifically, right where we're at, is like a wind tunnel.
Yeah, I'm not going out there, sorry.
You would get blown over, or you would fly away if you went out there. You would see Nora going,
Let's go to Oz. Visit Dorothy.
yeah.
Off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I don't know when the winds are supposed to stop, but I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure.
About 3 or 4
Yeah, but then I'll be getting it.
You won't get it as bad, though, because, like, your geography isn't the same. It'll be probably, like,
Half of what you're getting right now.
pretty much.
Yep. That's supposed to hit tomorrow. Or some of it today. Start today, some of it tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, luckily, though, it's blowing mostly the right way because where we have the trailer, this is going to sound so ghetto, but
Ghetto now.
we're out in the middle of this high desert area, and behind us is an overturned school bus. It's like on its side, and it's acting like a windbreak right now because that's the direction the wind is mostly coming from. So the bus is to the east of us, and it's blowing kind of like southwest.
Check.
But people, you just look. I'm not saying be Democrat. I'm not saying be Republican or anything. All I'm saying is don't vote for party.
We all need to come together right now. Only
Vote your
together.
conscience, which is what it's supposed to fucking be anyways. Anyways, we've got about 7 minutes left.
Maybe it's just me, but at times I think we should just disband the entire government and go back to the tribal system because it actually worked better.
Yeah.
Well, the tribal system was real democracy, unlike what we have here. Because what we have here is actually more like an oligarchy, at least with Trump. An oligarchy under the illusion of being a democracy. But the tribal system, literally everybody had a voice. There were no age limits. I mean, yeah, children were probably mostly disregarded, except for the few times that they actually, had something wise to say. But everybody was heard. It didn't matter what your age, your sex, your social, economic background, because there was none. None of that shit mattered. Everybody was heard. And that factored into the final decision. So, and if you think about it, that way of doing, of governing the people worked for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And they never tried to govern a people that huge, right? Like, the size of this country, that's pretty big territory to ask one person to govern over.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, so you had tribal lands instead of, the country as a whole and each tribal land governed itself, but with common goals and guidelines, things would work a lot fucking smoother. I think, anyways. But what the fuck do I know? I just live here.
And yet your people, the indigenous nation, knows it better than anyone.
Oh yeah, if you ever want to know the truth about Trump, ask a native. Because they'll fucking flat out tell you they don't care. They hate that fat fucking tomato.
I like the idea of him being a pumpkin. It suits.
Sweet potato Hitler.
He's a sweet tater fry.
Excuse you guys, I'm running for president.
Oh God, I hope not. Ew, did you see that?
That's what he is. He's fucking Cartman.
Running for president. Oh my
He is Cartman. With
Here
more
you
money.
guys, I'm going home.
Excuse you guys.
Can you get
The election was fake. It was fake. It was fake.
Can you see them putting that on an episode of South Park?
I fucking hope they do.
I wouldn't be offended if they used it.
That would be fun if that was fucking awesome. It's like they did what they did with Scientology. So yeah.
Oh, wait. Let me see if I can do it. What was it? It was, people, man, woman, TV, camera.
Oh my God, none of that actually made sense to me. And I'm like, what the fuck was he talking about?
It's supposed to be like a fucking memory exercise. And, like, you get more points every time you repeat it in the correct order. But it was just fucking dumb because it's so simple.
I don't.
A 3-year-old could do that.
It didn't seem like it was the correct order.
No, he fucked up the order twice while they were filming him.
Yep.
Oh boy.
It was the most fucking hilarious shit. And then my favorite was he fucking basically tells all of his followers, the Antifa and mega dipshits, to fucking storm the Capitol, and then goes and hides out in his office.
I'm sorry. I like the idea of going to slit his throat now.
See, real leaders lead from the front. And let's say we were to storm the Capitol, which I think they need to clean house with that shit, by the way.
Yeah.
Because how does this fucking make sense? Dipshit has his people storm the castle to kill the very same people that acquitted him of treason. After the fact. Mitch McConnell,
Yeah.
there's a fucking turkey-necked bastard. Anyways, that's about my time, folks.
Yep. I gotta go get the kids from school.
Yep. Until next time, my pack, my tribe. Peace out.